Did you know that behind Bob Dylan's legendary lyrics and gravelly voice lies a personal story filled with pain, loss, and quiet suffering? While the world celebrates him as one of the most influential songwriters of all time, very few truly understand the deep personal tragedies that have shaped his life. From the highest peaks of fame to the darkest moments of isolation, Dylan's journey has been anything but easy. Stay with us until the end as we explore the heartbreaking truths behind the man who changed music forever. Bob Dylan wasn't born a legend, he became one through raw determination and a deep yearning to express the chaos of the world around him. But with that brilliance came loneliness. Even in the 1960s, when he was hailed as the voice of a generation, Dylan often withdrew from public life, overwhelmed by the pressure to be more than just a man with a guitar. Friends say he was haunted by the expectations placed upon him and never seemed comfortable with the pedestal he was put on. His fame became both a blessing and a prison. One of the most tragic aspects of Dylan's story is the toll that fame took on his personal relationships. His marriage to Sarah Lones, once a source of stability, slowly unraveled under the strain of constant touring and the emotional walls he built around himself. They had 5 children, but Dylan's growing detachment left deep scars, especially as he buried himself in work to escape his inner turmoil. Though fiercely private, glimpses of his heartbreak would often slip through in songs like Sarah and Dirge, revealing more pain than many realized. In the late 1990s, Dylan's health took a frightening turn. He was diagnosed with histoplasmosis, a potentially fatal heart infection that nearly ended his life. It forced him to cancel tours and reflect on his mortality. Though he eventually recovered, the experience left him shaken, and those close to him noticed a shift. He became more withdrawn, more cryptic in interviews, and even more reluctant to open up about the past. The man who once moved millions with his words seemed to be running out of them, keeping his pain tightly guarded. In recent years, Dylan has faced the inevitable toll of aging. Now 84, he rarely appears in public and has stopped touring altogether as of early 2025. While he occasionally releases new music or archival material, his absence is felt deeply by fans who grew up with his voice as a compass through turbulent times. There's also a sadness in how he's been gradually fading from the spotlight, not with a dramatic farewell, but with a quiet retreat into solitude. Some say it mirrors how he's always lived, on his own terms, but often alone. Fading fame. It's about the emotional cost of being a legend. He gave everything to the world, his thoughts, his truths, his pain, and yet was rarely given the space to just be human. Behind every poetic verse is a man who endured the weight of genius, the pain of misunderstanding, and the ache of isolation. And maybe that's why his songs still resonate so deeply, because they come from someone who's truly felt it all, and carried the burden in silence for far too long.